morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is Friday, June the 28th, and the local time right now in Forest Park, Georgia is 6:35 a.m. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am in my bedroom and I am getting ready to head to the airport to begin a 4-day trip. Now, I am coming back from my IOE, had 1 day off, and that trip, day 2, was very, very rough for me. But guys, let me tell you where I am going this morning. It is Atlanta to airport code CVG, which is Cincinnati, Ohio. Then it is CVG to airport code MIA, which is Miami, Florida. So it looks like I'm doing a turn out of Cincinnati. So Cincinnati to Miami, and then Miami back to Cincinnati. Now, when I get back to Cincinnati, I will have a 10-hour and 56 layover. Day 2, it is another turn. It is Cincinnati to airport code RSW, which is Fort Myers, Florida. And then I'm going back to Cincinnati for another layover. And so it looks like my second layover in Cincinnati is 16 hours and 28 minutes. Day 3, Cincinnati to airport code DEN, which is Denver, Colorado. Now, when I get to Denver, we are changing aircrafts, and then I'm going from Denver to airport code CUN, which is Cancun, Mexico. Now, when I get to Cancun, I will have an 18-hour and 9-minute layover. Day 4 is 4 legs. It is Cancun to airport code TPA, which is Tampa, Florida. Now, it looks like for this leg, we will be deadheading. Now, a deadhead is when the company provides transportation to or from a destination to end or start a trip. In my case, I will be starting my trip or continuing my trip because the next leg from that deadhead, it is Tampa to Atlanta, and then I am doing a turn out of Atlanta. So it's Atlanta to airport code BUF, which is Buffalo, New York, and then I'm coming back to Atlanta. So that is the gist of this 4-day trip. Time away from base is 86 hours and 18 minutes. And the credit hours for this 4-day, 27 hours and 16 minutes. Now, for this 4-day, I am the Beyonce, and looking at the crew, I have flown with most of the members. Now, somebody did drop the trip. Actually, the Kelly Rowland. So we do have a reserve flight attendant that is going to be taking her place. So for this trip, I am bringing my Sloppy Joe. It should be enough for the first 2 days because when I get to Cancun, they are going to throw everything away. So I want to make sure I don't have any food left because that would be a waste of money. And although I love going to Cancun every once in a while, it does get expensive. And also, they are savage when it comes to customs, throwing food out, no matter how you package it. If it's not sealed, baby, they throw it out. And I have learned the hard way. So this is my look, guys, today. I got that wig, I got my eyeshadow. Yesterday was very crazy. It was the presidential debate. There was a lot of traffic, so I did not go out. I stayed in this room and got ready for this trip. I got a bathing suit that I may bring out of hiding. I don't know, guys. You know how I am about Cancun. But ladies and gentlemen, that is what's going on this morning. Any updates or changes, I will be with you. So stay tuned and good morning. All right, guys, we're in Cincinnati. I'm sorry, it's 10:13 a.m. Hour and 3 coming from Atlanta. Pretty full flight on the A320 SpaceFlex. So 186 is the max, but the 4 seats are blocked, so 182. We had 176 coming to Cincinnati. Now going to Miami, baby, it's getting oversold. So we got 2 pet and cabins, 5 wheelchairs, 1 infant. All right, guys, they're gonna start boarding, so I'll see you in Miami. This is gonna be leg 2 of 3. Good morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Miami. It's about 1:40 p.m. It was 2:02 coming from Cincinnati. Now we are heading back to Cincinnati. Now this last flight was full. This one is also full on the A320 SpaceFlex. So again, because those first 2 rows, the middle seats are blocked, it's giving 182 is the max. And that's where we were at. The last flight, I think, is given on this flight. So this is going to be leg 3 of 3. And again, I tell you guys, when you see those call lights illuminated, that means that the gate agent needs to vacuum there. So that's what was going on. We need ice. We need all these things for the next flight. It is always hot in Florida. I don't know how y'all do it. I know for me, the shelf life of my wigs, my makeup, is giving 2 5-minutes max. And I'm out. But guys, I'll see you in Cincinnati. Again, this is a shorter layover, so I'll try to be with you. But anyways, guys, good afternoon.
The next day.
All right, guys, good morning. I am in Fort Myers right now. Starting off day 2 a little chaotic. Just came from Cincinnati. It was 2 hours and 8 minutes. A lot that happened. We're going to head back to Cincinnati right now. I will be with you a little bit later to fill you in on yesterday. But yes, it's a little bit chaotic right now. So y'all stay tuned. We'll speak later. Good morning. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So today's date is Saturday, June the 29th, and the local time right now in Cincinnati is about 8:15 p.m. Now, I do want to back up to yesterday. My last flight, Miami, back to Cincinnati, was 2 hours and 15 minutes. When we got into this room, we did have a little bit above minimum rest. So minimum rest is 10 hours. I think we had like 10 hours and 45 minutes. We had a report time of 4:50 at the gate, so we did take a 4 a.m. van. So I had 2 legs today. It was a turn out of Cincinnati to Fort Myers, Florida, and then I came back. The first flight was 2 hours and 8 minutes on an A320 Space Flex. So it's 182 passengers, max capacity, because they do block out the middle seats. We had 182 checked in. And the next leg coming back to Cincinnati, we had 181 people. And the flight was 2 hours and 1 minute. But right now I'm just winding down. I took a little nap. I ate my food that I brought with me. I did not spend a lot of money, but I know tomorrow I will have to. I wish my airline, they would have us at an all-inclusive like they do in Punta Cana, but I digress, okay? So guys, we do have a report time at the gate of 4:30. We're taking a 4 a.m. van, so I am getting ready to go to bed. So with that being said, we will talk in the morning. With God's blessing, good night. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is Sunday, June the 30th. I am in Denver, Colorado. It's about 6:45 a.m. Now we have 2 legs today. It was Cincinnati to Denver. It was a 2 hour and 35 minute flight. Light load on an A320 Space Flex. Now we are changing aircrafts, and then we're going from Denver to Cancun, Mexico. So we have a little ground time. I did use the restroom. Listen, I had to do my business. I always use this, okay? Now, I will say this. Anytime you got to do dry wipe, wet wipe, dry wipe, wet wipe, and you still got residue, take a shower. So I'm not able to take a shower, but I clean myself. I know it's TMI, but listen, I like to be clean. So what I'm about to do, guys, is it's going to be a long flight, okay? Heading to Cancun. I think the flight is oversold. I'm going to try and see if there's anything I can buy to eat. Maybe a sandwich or something light. All my food is already gone. I told you guys, going to Cancun, if it's not sealed, they will throw it away. So I ate all my sloppy joe. Have nothing to eat this morning, so that's what I will do. I know the crew's around here somewhere, but you know what? Me being here, every time I come to Denver, I realize just how much it has changed. Like, I don't recognize some of these gates. When I was here, there's a lot of things that were not here that are here. They're trying to make what I believe the A gates or A terminal a little bit more better. Because the better gates are B, which is United, C, Southwest. They got the better restaurants, better amenities, better seats. They're trying to do something good with A. So I do see the changes here. But when I was here for 3 years, they did not have it. So just observation that I've noticed. But I am going to go get something to eat because my next plane is here, and I want to make sure that I get there on time. And because it is international, I got to show that good passport, which I have. So guys, that is what we're doing, going to Cancun, Mexico. So you will hear from me a little bit later. So yes, good morning. It is hot out here in Cancun. Going through customs, they went through all my stuff.
This is a special announcement for immigration and customs regulations.
Say hi.
Hello.
Benita. No. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is Monday, July 1st. It is day 4, go home day. Now I came to Cancun, had a little fun, but now it's time to go home. But before I leave, let's do a very quick room tour. So 4 legs today for go home day. The first leg is a deadhead from Cancun to Tampa. Then we have to go through customs when we get to Tampa. And then it is Tampa to Atlanta. And then I am doing a turn, Atlanta to Buffalo, New York. coming back to Atlanta. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my time in Cancun is coming to an end. I did get here after a 4-hour flight. It was an oversold flight. Only one seat was open, all right? So 181 passengers out of 182. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be downstairs by 7 a.m. Our report time to the gate is 7:41 a.m. Now, remember, the first leg is a deadhead. So a deadhead, company provides transportation to or from a destination to end or start a trip. We are going to be starting our trip when we get to Tampa, but good morning from beautiful Cancun, Mexico. Okay, guys, we are in Tampa. It is 12:50 p.m. It's 11:50 or 12:50? Oh, I'm sorry, it's 11:50 a.m., not p.m. Well, 11:50 a.m. It was an hour and 30 coming from Cancun. We were all in the exit row, so we have a little ground time. Now, going through customs in Tampa is a lot easier, my experience, than any other state that I've came into. Very simple, wasn't a lot of hassle. With that being said, I got something to eat. I just spent $22 on a burger and fry. Now, guys, there was a Q convention out here in Tampa. So I saw a photo of a lot of Qs on the flight. Now, I am looking for a Q. There are a couple of cute ones that I've seen. All right, some of them are old, but the young ones, and actually, girl, there was a Caucasian Q that I saw coming through security. So yes, there's a lot of Qs. They were like 30,000 deep, and a few of them here in the airport trying to go home. Now, are any of these Qs going on the flight to Atlanta? I don't know, but hopefully they are. I could find somebody. If not, I'll still be single. But guys, right now I'm gonna sit here, talk to the sister circle, mind my business, and get ready to take this flight to Atlanta. It should be a short flight. Not sure of the lows, but this is a base for my airline. So guys, I'll see you in Atlanta. Good morning. All right, guys, we are in Atlanta. It's what time is it, y'all? Okay, it is 3:25 p.m. It was hour and 15 coming from Tampa, full flight, surrounded with Qs. Okay, yeah, so I want the lowercase Qs, not the big Qs. The big Qs are a lot older. But anyways, guys, this next leg going to Buffalo, oversold. So 182 is the cap. They got 186 checked in. I don't know how that's gonna work, but ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in Buffalo, New York. Leg 3 of 4. Good afternoon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back in Atlanta. It is 10:40 p.m. Oh my gosh, what has happened? We had that deadhead to Tampa, and then, Tampa to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Buffalo. That flight was an hour and 30 minutes. Oversold flight. Now, this last flight, okay, Buffalo back to Atlanta, it was over 2 hours because we had 2 rejected landings. So when you have a rejected landing or a rejected takeoff, you're trying to do either one and you can't, so you got to quickly descend up into the air, and that's what happened. Passengers were scared. There was a lot of now I'm used to these kind of things, but it causes a very, very emotional atmosphere, I will say that. And I'm just over it. This 4-day trip, I had a good time in Cancun, having these layovers, working with a wonderful crew, but there was just a lot of things that has happened. And again, this is the unpredictable world of a flight attendant. You don't know what's going to happen moment to moment. It's so many things that be going on with delays, changes, so many stuff you got to deal with. In the air, you are everything. You're a paramedic, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're a psychologist, you're all those things. Sometimes a babysitter. It's a lot. It is a lot that takes a toll on you. It is a lot that we have to deal with. I can only speak from my experiences, okay? Almost 5 years worth of experiences. I was just so done, so happy to be off that flight. This is the conclusion of a 4-day trip. Y'all know I've been working a lot. Now, guys, I have a few days off. I may pick up, but I need to really decompress. I do. I just need to just sleep in. There's some other stuff on my mind that I'll talk to you on a later date, but I need to get to the house and get some rest. So ladies and gentlemen, it has been real. Thank you, Ford Explorers, for coming with me to Cincinnati for 2 layovers, then Cancun. But guys, I've had enough. It is time to go home. So guys, to my next vlog, I am out.